Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm reviewing the Hotwave R9 Pro rugged Android tablet that's running on Android 14. First of all, disclaimer, this is a review unit provided by the company, and in this video I'll just present to you my findings so that you can decide whether this is worth the money. Seems like the Hotwave R8 and R9 Pro tablets will be available for purchase from November 21. Official retail price will be $280 and the early sale price is $230 after a $50 coupon discount. Alright, as usual, let's start with the bottom line. So this is an 11-inch LCD with 60Hz refresh rate, 1920 by 1200 resolution, so the visuals look sharp enough. And the colors look pretty vibrant, and brightness according to the company is 400 to 450 nits, so that is bright. So the visual quality of this display is actually better than what I have expected. Now the main selling point of this tablet is the extra long battery life, which is around 20 hours when you use the display at maximum brightness. And the other selling point is the rugged design. So this has IP68 and IP69K rating for resistance against high pressure water jets. The tablet is heavy. This is like 1 kg and 66 grams, so you have to use this with two hands. If you want to use it with one hand, you have to install the hand strap that is provided. Now overall performance I would say is quite smooth. There is only 6 gigs of RAM, so if you have many apps open, chances are some of the apps will have to reload. And if you open many browser tabs, some of the web pages will have to reload, but that's a minor issue. This tablet has 4G cellular support, GPS, and you can use a micro SD card. There is face unlock, no fingerprint unlock. Downsides? Well, this is heavy, which is to be expected considering the huge battery that is inside, and because of this thick rugged design. This is like 1.8 centimeters. The audio is loud, but it sounds hollow, and because the speakers face the back, the audio experience is not ideal, and the performance is overall quite smooth, but if you have too many apps in the memory, the apps may reload or the browser tabs may reload, but generally speaking, I don't really have any issues with the performance. Gaming experience is not ideal unless you are playing very simple games that are not too demanding on the processor. The main selling point for this tablet definitely would be the extra long battery life, like 20 hours at maximum brightness, the rugged design, and maybe the huge flashlight. This tablet is designed for a very specific target market. It's designed for people who need those features. It's designed for people who want to use the tablet outdoors for days. So when you look at the tablet like this, you should be able to tell instantly whether this tablet is for you or not. Oh, I almost forgot to mention there is Google Play Store. So whether you can consider this to be a good tablet will come down to your use case. I would say this is quite a well-made tablet. There are pros and cons and some limitations, compromises, but I can say that for all tablets that I have reviewed. So that's the bottom line. And now let's take a look at the things included with the purchase. This is the packaging box. Inside, you will find one piece of glass screen protector. Mine was cracked, unfortunately. Now this screen protector has been cut at the corners to fit the design of the display perfectly. So if you need to buy a replacement, maybe you have to cut this yourself. The tablet obviously is not powered on in the box. That's the hand strap, 2 brackets to hold down the hand strap, a screwdriver to install the brackets, 4 extra screws and the SIM injection tool, user manual, USB-C to female USB-A cable extension, USB-C to USB-C charging cable, a 20-watt charger, dry and wet wipes for the screen protector. Let's look at the design of this tablet. So this is an 11-inch LCD with 60 Hz refresh rate. The resolution is 1920 by 1200. Visuals do look sharp enough, but there is a hint of pixelation from 1 arm's distance away. Each corner has an extra bumper for shock protection. And you can see here the LCD is rounded off. The bezels are not that thin, but not too thick. I'll say it's about 1 centimeter. And there is a screen protector that's already applied, and the application is not perfect because there are actually many air bubbles on the display. I actually tried to remove the screen protector to remove the bubbles and the dust underneath, but I ended up introducing more air bubbles, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. That's a 16 megapixel camera with face unlock. You can see the cutout for the screen protector. This tablet is quite thick at almost 1.8 centimeters and the weight is 1 kg and 66 grams. You definitely need to use 2 hands to hold this tablet comfortably. If you want to use one hand, you have to install the hand strap behind to help you hold the tablet. The bumpers are raised along the edges, so you can put the tablet down like this and the glass will not touch the table. The USB-C port behind this cover is sealed to prevent dust and water from getting in. And here you can find a tray for the microSD card and SIM. This is actually not easy to open. I'm not sure what this hole is for. The tray is recessed into the tablet, so you need a SIM ejection tool with a long pin to actually eject the tray, and you have to use this pin to pull out the tray. Storage expansion is easy with a microSD card, and this is a nano SIM slot for 4G cellular support. And you will need to use the SIM ejection tool to push this back. On the same side, you will find the buttons for volume control and power. There is no fingerprint scanner, but thankfully the face unlock works well. The back has a lot of design going on. There are red lines here and here, parallel lines by the side. 4 sets of speaker grills, but the sound is only coming out from these 2 speakers that are nearer to the camera. It looks like there are 2 cameras, but only one is usable, and that's the 27mm f1.8 camera with 64 megapixels, and there is a little flash there. There are 2 small pieces of extrusion at the top of the camera to prevent the glass here from scratching when the tablet is on the table. And this is a big 6-watt LED flashlight. This thing is really bright, but unfortunately there is no dedicated shortcut button to use the light directly, so you have to enable the light using an app that's provided. By the way, the speakers are loud, but they sound hollow, and since they are facing the back, they're going to sound like someone talking to you but not looking at you. So there are 4 screws on the back that you can remove with the included screwdriver so that you can install the brackets that hold the hand strap. And the installation is pretty straightforward. Just make sure the hand strap, this loose part, goes behind like this, and just screw the bracket onto the tablet. With a tablet this heavy, you will definitely want to use the hand strap. Installation is complete, so this works great, although now there are lots of fingerprint smudges over the camera. Let's talk a bit more about this 11-inch LCD display, which looks pretty good to me. The company did not compromise much when it comes to the visual quality of this display, so the colors look pretty vibrant to me, and the brightness is high. The company mentioned 400 nits minimum brightness and 450 nits maximum brightness, if I remember correctly, and this display does look bright to me. The screen protector is very reflective though, and even though 400 nits is bright, this is not going to be bright enough for use under direct sunlight, especially when there is direct reflection on the display. But as you can see, the colors, they look really good. And the visuals are sharp enough. And since this is still LCD, there will be the unavoidable LCD glow. The LCD glow is more noticeable at night, but not really visible during daytime. That's not the glow, that's actually the reflection of the wall. See those bubbles from the screen protector? I'm pretty sure they are going to annoy some people. Let's talk about the OS and software features. So this tablet is running Android 14, and this is the Hot Wave UI on top of Android 14, and there aren't many features. There is Google Play Store though, so if you want more features, you can find apps that give you those features. You may also install your own launcher. There is Widevine L1, so you can stream full HD videos from video streaming websites such as Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney, Hulu, and etc. This tablet does not come with much bloatware. I don't think there is even a file browser if I remember correctly. Android 15 is the latest version, but Android 14 is recent enough. Let's talk about performance. So this tablet is using the Unisoc T606 processor, which has 8 cores. The GPU is Mali G57. There is 6 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. Now this is not a very powerful processor, but for this tablet it's still able to run the apps smoothly. There are no issues with multitasking unless you have a lot of apps open. If you have too many browser tabs open, sometimes the browser may feel a bit sluggish. Right now I have 7 tabs open and I can switch between the tabs pretty quickly. The loading speed for web pages is pretty fast as well. Yep, this is pretty fast, and I also have many apps in the background. Loading speed for huge games is going to take some time, and I can see some stutter when it's trying to load this game, Genshin Impact. So when it comes to gaming, obviously don't expect to play the most graphics intensive games or play those games at maximum or the best visual quality. Gaming experience is not ideal unless you are playing very simple games that are not too demanding. So for this game I'm playing at 30 FPS and I can see the animation isn't that smooth. Sometimes when I sprint I can see some stutter, and if I increase the frame rate to 60 FPS using the settings, the tablet will tell you it's overclocking. So yeah. The other thing that affects gaming performance is the weight of this tablet is heavy. So if you're holding the tablet like this to game, it's not going to be that comfortable for long periods of time. This tablet has amazing battery life, which is to be expected from the 20,000 mAh battery capacity. So it uses around 5.6% per hour at maximum brightness. So 100% charge will get you around 20 hours of use with the display at maximum brightness. This tablet does not support fast charging, so it's going to take a long time to charge this big battery. Alright, to conclude, this is a decent tablet with some good features and some compromises. Now this tablet is designed for a very specific target market. It's designed for people who want the largest battery capacity, the longest battery life, who want the rugged design, and there will be some compromises. For example, I guess the company could have used a better processor, maybe have more RAM, maybe use better speakers, but all those additions may contribute to a higher price. So I mean, this is a tablet about compromises, so you have to decide which features you want and what are the compromises you can accept. And if you are interested to buy this tablet, you can check out the links that I have for you in the video description below. I hope this review is useful. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.